what's up, everybody? It's Joel Hawkins with another Mix It Up podcast, and we are here actually going to be doing a reaction to BTS Dope+Silver Spoon+Fire+Run concert run. Now, someone actually sent us the link for this one and told us about it. So I'm your host, Joel Hawkins, and as well as always, I'm joined by my friend and co-host and confidant.
I actually thought you were going to forget me, but Aich Jones on the right side.
No, I just wanted to do this before it went off and the title disappeared, and I wouldn't remember that.
I was like, he's just going to read it and just keep going.
I was trying to think ahead, man, because I knew if that went off in silver, screensaver mode, I'd be like, hold on, got to find out the title. But yeah, so we're going to be checking out this BTS run. It's just it's a concert run. I don't know if it's a mashup or it's just like the songs back to back.
And probably the mashup. It's only 10 minutes long.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're right. And it's Dope+Silver Spoon+Fire+Run. Or is it Dope+Silver Spoon+Fire+Run?
Yeah, let's go with that. Take two.
I think it's 4, but whatever. Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to check this out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell notification so you know when new videos are coming out. Go ahead and click any of the links and stuff like that. You should see the fourth wall memberships. Please support the channel if you can. Just do the cheap little $5 a month thing. If you do that, then I don't know what the tier of it is. I think it's like just... I don't remember. Wow. That's honest God's truth. I don't remember. What I know, some of them have discounts to like clothing items. I haven't made clothing items yet. And then some of them are like an RSS feed, which why would you want that?
We'll just delay this one a little bit. And then by the time it comes out, all of that will actually be there. No, we're putting it out first. This one will go first. Anyway, so yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, say some comments and whatnot. We're curious what other runs exist, and please don't just tell us what runs, but like, I don't know, send us an actual link of the freaking video. That way we know which one to do. Because Google it.
That's the thing that annoys me, because when I Google it and you get a Google, every person in the world at different points is not going to get the same Googling. It depends on the area you're in. It depends on your algorithm.
You don't know how to use Google. That's all it is.
Gotta stop saying dumb shit. Oh, that was so mean and hyper. What was it? Hyper aggressive. Gotta stop saying dumb shit. Okay. But I'm sorry. I thought it would be funny, and it was. But yeah, so that's gonna be in my head for a while. I keep replaying it. But so I mean, like, if you have like other ideas of like runs they've done in concerts with a specific video on YouTube, a specific video, then send us the link. Anyways, so yeah. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Let's go ahead and watch it. Check it out. I'm coming.
이제 일어서야 될 것 같은데. Everybody stand up. Hey, ladies and gentlemen. 준비가 됐다면 부르게. 딴 녀석들과는 다르게. 내 스타일로 내 스타일로. 다시 시는 지겨울 때. 네가 클럽했을 때. 잠에나지 말고 일어나. Action noise! Put your hands up! Hey! Shut up! 우리 연습실 다 내쉬고 내 춤이 다 배 모두 비실이 찌질이 찌질 나랑은 상관이 없어 너 다 희망이잖아 오케이 우리 머리부터 발끝까지 전부 다 하루의 절반을 작업해 작업실에 전사로 총처럼 썩어도 덕분에 멀어가도 다니는 성공에 너 손을 들어 더 크게 소리 질러 밤새 일어나지 everyday 네가 클럽에서 놀 때 딴 녀석들과는 다르게 I don't wanna say yeah I don't wanna say yeah 몸이 타버려 alright 몸이 타버리도록 alright 가지가 fire higher I gotta bring it to gotta put your 가보해 전부 나의 노예 모두 다 따라해 매일이 하슬라
So put your hands up.
Say what? Say what? Say what?
Make some noise.
Yeah. Get going. Say, watch it. It's that day. Bali. Say. Pop it dog and they got any ting. They call me. Say, your body. It's that day. Bali. Say. Come to John, tingin 나 내 선생. 아버 가면 정태. 학교 가면 선생. 상사들은 representing Ruago, hey, say Twice to the water, maintain 이렇게는 아니지, bang 이건 정상이 아니 너는 노력하는 척 그만둬 아우그라들어 내 선발도 너는 어려워 너는 어려워 사수가 너는 노력하는 척 그만둬 아우그라들어 내 손발도 역시 황새야 실망한 시켜 역시 황새야 이를 깜빡해 역시 황새야 널 못 보고 역시 황새야 백세 육바지 세대 빨리 어쨌든 내가 나의 나의 선생.
Let's go.
Come on. Let's go, John. When I wake up in my room, 나 아무것도 없지. 해가 지고 난 후. 비틀대면 걷지. 심장이 취했어. 완벽해 이랬어. 넌 멋있같이 미친 놈같이 나 엉망진창 living like me 네 멋대로 살아 잘 네 거야 쓰지 좀 말아 저도 괜찮네
Everybody say, say what? 손이 질러 버리라.
Let's go. 싹 다 붙여라. 싹 다 붙여라. Fire. 만자 여기로. Fire. 그럼 자 여기로. Fire. 내 추억을 모두 달릴 준비됐죠? Everybody run! Let's go! 난 멈출 수가 없어 난 어쩔 수가 없어
어차피 이것밖에 난 못해 너를 사랑하는 것밖에 못해
다시 run 넘어져도 괜찮아
저도 괜찮아 지수 없다 해도 난 좋게 바보 같은 운명 하나를 욕해
거라는데요 난 멈출 수가 없네요 땀인지 눈물인지 나도는 분간 못해 내 발가 벗은 사랑도 거친 태풍 바람도 나를 더 뛰게만 해요 내 심장과 함께 더 뛰게 해줘 나를 더 뛰게 해줘 춤추면서 상처만 더 높게 뛰어오사 Everybody show 다시 run 난 멈출 수가 없어 난 어쩔 수가 없어
어차피 이것밖에 난 못해 너를 사랑하는 것밖에 못해
다시 run 넘어져도 괜찮아 좀 다쳐도 괜찮아
지수 없다 해도 난 좋게 바보 같은 운명 하나를 욕해
추억들이 마른 꽃잎처럼 산산이 부서져가 내 손끝에서 내 발밑에서 달려가는 내 등 뒤로
마치 나비를 쫓듯 꿈속을 헤매이듯 너의 흔적을 따라가
길을 알려줘 저 멈춰줘 날 숨쉬게 난 멈출 수가 없어 난 어쩔 수가 없어
어차피 이것밖에 난 못해 너를 사랑하는 것밖에 못해
다시 run 넘어져도 괜찮아 좀 다쳐도 괜찮아
지수 없다 해도 난 좋게 바보 같은 운명 하나를 욕해
Don't tell me You make me Love is a lie Don't tell me bye Make some noise
Okay, man. So, okay. First off, how the fuck? The amount of movement. I don't even care if you stagger.
What you were going to, yeah.
I don't even care if you stagger it. There is no fucking way, even in my 20s, wouldn't have been doing that. That's
literally
insane.
running across the stage and singing.
And jumping and hopping the entire time. It doesn't matter if you're like, okay, you two do something for a little while. Then the rest of us will come in and we'll trade off. No, they didn't stop.
Yeah.
They were all doing shit the entire time. They should have ran out of breath. They should have been like done that inner voice scream
I was
thing.
going to say, is this the beginning of the concert? If it's the beginning, maybe. If it's at the end,
Maybe,
then
but that's 4 songs that they just went hardcore through the entire thing.
If it's at the end, then holy shit.
If it's at the end, they're freaking like, we might as well go ahead and put like the whole video game set up for Street Fighter God mode. Yeah. And like, that's what that is. Because seriously, it's the adrenaline that pumps you. It drains you of energy. Your adrenaline only lasts you so long. It's only meant to last you so long. You're not meant to be like, you know, picking up the back of a car to save a baby strong at all times.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that adrenaline pumps and your diaphragm, don't have as much control over it, and that type of energy and jumping up and down. You could see some of it on their face, like they're tired by the 4 song. They were like, you could tell they were taking longer breaths and controlling their diaphragm to make sure that the breaths weren't overextended, where they go, because then your body knows, oh, I'm running out of air, and it starts to make your breaths shorter, languish, not getting as much oxygen and whatever else. But no, like the whole time they were doing stuff. Even the guy who's using hardcore falsetto. Now, the thing with falsetto is depending on how much you're pushing, depending on how falsetto, if it comes easy to you, right? I'm looking right there, not even at the camera or you. I was just staring at the ground like an idiot. But no, with falsetto, depending on what your actual capabilities are, it can drain your air quicker. Like for me, falsetto would actually be harder to sustain because it would pull my breath a lot quicker. Because for me to get that high, I just went through half my breath tank right there. Mm-hmm. Talking to my normal, no. Okay, I just released 75% of my air. I couldn't hold it. Your face was like, is it going to break anytime now? Yeah. But you can hold it when it's in your natural comfort zone. You can hold your air and relinquish it with your diaphragm a lot stronger. With falsetto, depending on your capabilities. With his, he probably has an easier capability, you know. But the whole vocal line was able to like sustain those notes clean on proper pitch. You could tell when they were a little bit winded, just slightly, because they might be quicker to finish it off, or they almost talk that part out, you know?
Yeah.
But you can tell when they were a little bit more rested, because then they're walking slower and they're like, yeah, they're trying to control everything a little bit more. Because definitely the worst thing you could ever do would be on live television and go, that would be the worst thing you could do, man. Because everyone will hear it.
Just cut it off.
Everyone will know it. And you can't hide that. There's no way to hide it. Like you could do it in rock because you have a full band and it blares out the stage. Your vocals may not be as strong, but you can't bury that in the pop band on stage, on live television. People going to hear every single thing.
I know you just heard it. I know you just heard
it. Exactly. Which is funny because I've done live broadcasting television before. So I know that when I play in a club, I sound a certain way. But when I heard myself through that, like I heard everything that was wrong with my voice, like everything. When I was just a little too strained, I had a little too less air. Because the live broadcast, or not live broadcast, but just any type of recording through a microphone in the middle of a stage with no ambience and it's dynamic mic, it's going to be controlled. So whatever you're saying right into here, you're going to hear every single inconsistency that you're going to have. So you'll hear every single bad thing about your voice, like even if it's not perfectly pristine, because the echo would cover over that a bit, but you're going to hear like the pure version of your voice. And hearing the pure version of their voice, it wasn't bad. Normally, even some of the best musicians, if they're on that type of thing and it's very empty and people aren't controlling and putting effects on it or something, you'll hear them like, just a little bit flat. And you're like, well, you didn't even hear that. And the entire thing, didn't even hear that. You could just hear when they were a little bit tired. And then they went right back.
Surprised they all had a suit jacket.
Yeah, it would have been hot on stage too.
I've done so many shows where, so, you know, of course we have towels that we sell. Yeah. So we just up there with the towel all the time. But I know there's one guy.
Obviously not selling those towels again, right?
No, not that one. We had other towels.
That would still be funny though. Well, we have towels to sell, but at the end of the show, we use them all.
But there's one guy, he couldn't finish his first song and his shirt was off every single time. Every single time.
Well, if it's that hot though, I understand that. I used to do that when I was younger.
With a jacket on, ain't nowhere in hell you can pay me to put a jacket on and keep it on.
Stage lights so hot.
Yeah.
Well, in that situation, they might have been pumping so much cold air on that stage, though.
Yeah, for the first song, by minute 5, you warming up.
Yeah, but they just lowered the temperature of the air they're pushing out.
By minute 9, that jacket is gone.
Hey, think about it this way. If you had a jacket on and you were singing a performance inside the door of the Walmart, do you think you'd do better? You know what I'm talking about. When you walk in that vacuum and it's just freezing cold air, hot outside, but it's freezing cold.
They running, they working out, they got a jacket on.
That's true. It's going to heat up
quickly.
Yeah. And you're just basically being nuked from the inside.
Yeah, like I perform in shorts. They got pants and a jacket.
Yeah. Okay, you're
hot
right.
And tired.
Well, at one point in time, I think one of them I saw kind of go like, yeah, okay.
Kind of fell off the shoulders, like
maybe that's why they do a lot of the choreographed dance. They'll do this so they can air everything out for half a second. Hey, you think I'm kidding? I bet you they build in some of those types of moves.
Need some of these. Hit the fan, right? Like when I hit it, right?
They're at the Grammys and they're like, hey, let's take off our jackets and we'll do a little number with them, but we'll get some relief in that time. Hey, make sure we have no sweaty pits. Okay. Like, Come on now, because you can overheat doing that shit like crazy style. Saying a Marvel, you can't have a Marvel costume with liquid cooling running on the inside of it. That don't even help them. So maybe they have jackets. Their jackets have liquid cooling. That could be. Maybe. Most likely not.
I don't see why not. They got enough fans. Somebody would make money.
That would actually be a pretty good idea. Somebody would just make it. Just battery operated. Just running 65-degree cooling water around.
Like, hey, Army, can somebody make me a jacket?
Dude, that'd be dope.
Who wouldn't do it?
I would love to have a hoodie that had liquid cooling throughout the whole thing and kept me just nice and
there you go.
Icy. There you go. I now want to invent that.
Somebody's already got the blueprints at the house.
Yeah, right. I'm going to 3D print it.
To him.
I'm going to 3D print Joel a liquid cooling hoodie. A vest that liquid cools. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed that. It wasn't a mashup. They played every song full. Yeah. I think it was. But I did like that it was kind of an evolution. Dope was cool, which we're going to have to look at that one. That's one of the earlier ones, remember? And then Run was cool. I mean, they were all really cool. I think we're going to actually do all of the music videos if they have them for those. What do you think?
I don't think I've ever run out of water while we've been here.
Oh, you did it for the first time?
Yeah.
There's a water bottle in there.
Then I'll be out of the fray.
Not for long. Other side. Well, no, the Fiji, that's just, I put filtered water in those bottles. Fiji's new.
I was going to say, I can't get the smart water. You know,
that's just filtered water. It makes it easier so I can keep
smart shit down.
So I can keep the filtered water tank full, you know?
I got you.
But I have the Fiji water in case I'm going out doing something. But yeah.
I got your going out water.
Anyways. So yeah, we really enjoyed it, man. They have very good control. I'm still amazed that they were able to do all that stuff that they were doing. That's so much energy. That's so much energy, so much heat. I'd have been sweating through everything. I'd have been like, hey guys, check out my suit was blue. Now it's dark blue. Like it would have been right through everything. How'd your pants get soaked? Don't ask. Yeah. So I honestly, it's very impressive what they do as a band, as a group, but being able to have pitch control when you're wearing a jacket, it's hot as hell. You're moving constantly.
They're running,
moving, jumping, hopping. I mean, they were doing everything.
They were literally running. Yeah.
Like they were doing everything. And yeah, I did laugh at that one time when it was like J-Hope did a move and then literally like Jimin and V and a couple others were like, come on, man. We didn't say you could do that.
Yeah. That's one of those.
That wasn't a part of practice.
That's the reason performance is always a little bit better. I'm like, hang on, I saw that. No, you didn't see nothing. I saw that. You didn't see nothing. I didn't do nothing.
Or it could be that, I don't know what I'm talking about. They just cut it that way or something, or not cut it that way, but just happened to move to his face and he was laughing, having a good time. I thought it was funny.
I think performances, you always give a little bit extra.
Yeah. Extra. But no, yeah. No, I really enjoyed that. You liked it? Cool. Okay. We'll have to do some of those MVs. I want to do Dope next for after we do the XG and the XO. Okay. Actually, I'm curious. Do you guys know of any other bands that have EX or X in the first part of their name? Because I would love to do like an XO, XG, XA. Like, is there a group like that? I'll have to look at it. I want to see if I can find 5 groups that I can literally put in a row and do all their music videos at once. It's the alphabet. XA, XB, XC, XD. Let's do it. Anyways, so like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification when you know when new videos are coming out. Well, no, we'll let you know when new videos coming out. Sorry. It's been a long day. And then go ahead and click some other links, check some other stuff out. You want to
click some shit. That's what
say anything to anybody? Yeah. Say anything, got any words of wisdom? Little H.
I'd like one of those hoodies as well. That's it.